From model to magnet, Jenny McCarthy has delivered a sugar-free, all-natural, ready-to-drink vodka, which is currently available across the country. Joining me right now, actress, model, host, creator of Blondies, Jenny McCarthy. Jenny, it's good to see you.
Oh, my God, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So you've done so much in terms of business, becoming an entrepreneur. Tell us about Blondies.
This is something I'm so proud of. It took 5 years, and it came out of a need. I am allergic to, and I'm Irish, so listen to this. I'm allergic to wine, beer, most vodkas.
Wow.
So I would make my own drinks at home. I use those emergency packets or Crystal Light packets, and I'd fill it with water, and then I'd put some gluten-free vodka in and shake it up. And I thought to myself, this is ridiculous. There has to be something on the market, and there wasn't. So I met with distilleries, and I said, this is what I want. I want a mixed cocktail, so all I have to do is just pour it, and I'm done.
So and this is all these different, like lemonade, strawberry.
But I also said, you know, I don't want any chemicals in it. I don't want any artificial flavoring, and I don't want any sugar and no preservatives. And they said, well, that's going to be kind of hard because you have to put chemicals in. I said, well, what's the alternative? And they said, up the alcohol. So, I said,
so you did it.
Genius. And we used coconut water for the electrolytes. And we pulled the coconut water out of it, I mean, the flavor, and left it with all the electrolytes. So it's got everything in there you want. It's already pre-mixed.
Well, I know that my girlfriends drink either vodka or tequila because the calories are lower than other things as well. So there's that in terms of vodka.
Well, yes, exactly.
And they're all like this big.
And that's why I go, you know what? You don't have to just drink straight up tequila anymore, ladies. I mixed it with also that coconut water that makes it, you know, less hangovers.
So we shouldn't be
less calories.
So we shouldn't be concerned about a lot of sugar then.
No sugar. No added sugar. I used a little stevia instead.
Okay.
And I wanted real fruit. You know, so many of these drinks have those artificial flavors and colorings. And when I met with the distillery, I said, come on, where's the drink? And they said, you asked for real fruit. Fruit grows on trees. So you need to take your time and let us do this the right way. And it came out exactly the way I wanted it to, with none of that stuff in there, none of that garbage. I mean, I know it's alcohol, but, you know, those mixed drinks, you wake up with those hangovers because you don't know what's in it and all that sugar.
What a career you've had. I mean, you've got this now. You're an entrepreneur. Looking back, I mean, on your career, when you're going from actress to model to entrepreneur, I mean, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
To what do you attribute your success?
You know, I think motivation of being a single mom for a long time, the dream of always being in Hollywood and being in the business of whether hosting, you know, I'm on radio now, I do Sirius XM, so I love the media platform, but I also very much have the entrepreneur inside of me. So this will be the first of many different things that I hope to accomplish out there. But if I was able to make a drink, everybody's been able to do something in this lifetime.
Good for you. Look, you mentioned Hollywood. I want to ask you about that because now we learn about this dark side to Hollywood, shining the spotlight on sexual harassment. More women coming forward with allegations. Jenny, you first became public with your story involving Steven Seagal in the late 1990s. Can you talk to us about it?
Sure. You know, 20 years ago, I wrote a book called Gen X. That was the first of 11 books that I have. And in the book, I talked about Steven Seagal audition, where just 2 years prior to writing the book, even less than that, a year, I went into an audition and wore a long muumuu type dress so he could pay attention to my eyes. And
a muumuu dress.
I did. I looked like Mrs. Roper, you know? And because I wanted to be taken seriously. I was Playmate of the Year at the time. And not many people take a Playmate of the Year seriously at all. So when I went in the audition, he asked if I would lower my dress because my dress was too baggy. And I said, no. And he said, well, there's nudity in this movie. And I said, no, there's not. I asked my agent, and there's no nudity. And he said, there's off-camera nudity. And I thought to myself, does this idiot actually really think I'm going to buy into that? Off-camera nudity?
Wow. So
I said no, and I kind of, you know, started to cry and said, go ahead and pick up my Playboy videos on sale, and I left.
Incredible.
The weird thing was he followed me to my car and said, don't tell anyone. And I got in my car, called my mom, cried, and I said, the day I become famous, I'm going to shout it to the world. And 2 years later, I did.
So, I mean, were you surprised then when you heard about Harvey Weinstein?
Not at all. I'm surprised it took so long, though, for the world to really start talking about it.
Jenny, it's great to have you on the show today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Go out and get this vodka. Cheers to you. Blondies.
I'll be at Total Wines tonight.
So Miss Jenny and her new Blondies cocktail at Total Wines and more in Westbury, New York tomorrow.